a view.
Good morning, Mr. Rickman. Thank you for coming in.
So, what can I do for the Center for Environmental Protection?
Well, I heard you people were down in Smallville doing some surveying. I wanted to discuss your intentions.
My intentions are to build a new plant. What's this?
Groundwater from the last town where you built a plant.
I find that very hard to believe. Rickman Industries has always had a very good relationship with the CEP. Paul. Can I call you Paul?
No. Tomorrow I'll have a restraining order preventing you from moving into Smallville until every case against you is settled.
It's too bad. I have my mind set on Smallville. This town has a special place in my heart. I don't suppose there's anything I could do to change your mind.
I'm afraid I'm not as easy to buy off as my colleagues.
I've never bought off a soul in my life. People listen to me because they know I'm right. When they do, they end up better for it.
Tell that to the 96 cases of vinyl chloride poisoning I've tied to your pesticide plants.
Well, see, there's little else to do. Just want to tell you how much I appreciate your candor. I wish you luck. Now listen, Paul. I can call you Paul, can
I guess.
I? Now you strike me as a man of passion, Paul. Passion hurts, doesn't it? People don't understand. They don't see how you devote yourself to what's right. I bet you're afraid. You give all that passion to a job no one even cares about.
No. Yes.
Yes. Think of that world out there, Paul. Is any part of it yours? No. All that pain you feel, there's only one way to make it stop. Right now?
Overseas shipping is going to be a fortune.
Tyler, bring the car around. We're going to Smallville.
Volvo was difficult, but at least the car came with windshield wipers.
Well, you're doing fine for your first time.
No.
So how's Whitney holding up?
Dad's still in the hospital, so we've been working extra shifts at the store.
It's tough running a family business.
I think he secretly wants his dad to sell it. He doesn't want to be saddled with it when he graduates.
I don't blame him. I don't see myself being a farmer when I grow up.
Then what do you want to do?
I'm not sure. As long as it doesn't involve putting on a suit and doing a lot of flying.
I dropped my camera.
Chloe, what'd you bring that thing for anyway?
I'm not out here doing this butt bashing thing for fun. These woods are like the Bermuda Triangle of Smallville. No, I'm serious, you guys. People come in here and when they leave, they can't remember a thing. There have been dozens of incidents in the past 10 years. I'll go get you your camera. Thank you.
Stories in these woods go back to the Civil War.
No, Clark, what I'm talking about happened like a week ago. Some surveyors from Rickman Industries came screaming out of the woods, and they can't even remember what happened.
I'm sure you have a theory about this.
Kyle, tip it.
The guy who sells weird sculptures in town?
Yeah, don't you think it's a little odd that he lives all alone, way out here in the woods?
Thoreau did.
Yeah, Clark, so did the Unabomber.
Lana. Stay with the horses.
Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, hey,
Get away from her! You okay?
Yeah, fine.
What do you think happened, son?
I don't know, but it just doesn't look like he's trying to hurt her.
Okay, Nell. Thanks. Bye.
How's Lana?
She has a mild concussion. Other than that, she's fine.
And Nell?
That's a different story. She wants Clark to go to the police and say that he saw Kyle spook Lana's horse and attack her.
It's not what I saw.
From Nell's tone, I don't think we've heard the end of this.
Did Kyle seem at all dangerous to you?
He seemed scared. Chloe mentioned that some surveyors were spooked last week in the woods, and now us. I wonder if there's a connection.
Jonathan, you should go talk to Kyle. Get this cleared up.
Yeah.
No, I'll go.
Clark, I don't think that's a good idea.
It's not like he can hurt me.
That is not the point.
Dad, I understand what it's like to be hidden from the world. Give me a shot.
All right, do you know where Kyle lives?
I just followed the trail of bad sculptures.
Miss Harvick, I'm surprised to find you in Smallville.
It grows on you after a while.
Don't encourage him, Victoria. It's funny. I was just saying what this town needs is more pesticides in the water supply.
Oh, now don't tell me you mind someone else sharing your little sandbox.
Only when they're polluting it. Hello, Bob.
Lex?
I'll leave you boys alone.
Photos are a bit over the top, but I like what you've done with the place.
Oh, it's only temporary. Here, have a button.
Pass out enough of these, and maybe they won't notice you're rendering the town uninhabitable.
I'm just like you, Lex. Government employee sets my emissions levels, and I abide. You have an objection?
Let's call it an interest. Smallville's my home now.
That's right. Yes, Lionel had mentioned that he'd exiled you here. Had dinner with him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah? What happened? Somebody more important cancel on him?
Don't worry, Lex. I'll keep my concerns away from the Luthers. Already found the perfect place for the plant. It's out of the way. It's near enough to the river.
The Kent farm? I assume you've approached them.
Well, that's just a formality.
The way licenses and zoning permits always seem to be a formality for you, Bob. I know the Kents, and not even you can convince them to sell that farm.
You'd be surprised.
Trust me, Bob, you're not that charming.
You're trespassing.
How'd you do that?
Magic. Haven't you heard of Crazy Kyle who lives in the woods by himself? He's somewhere between Bigfoot and the Blair Witch.
I'm
Clark Kent. Jonathan and Martha's son.
How'd you know that?
I live in a trailer, not a cave.
I wanted to talk to you about what happened this afternoon.
You mean the girl? Well, the horse threw her, and I went to make sure she was still breathing.
So you don't make a habit of scaring people out of the woods? And spooking their horses?
If I went to explain myself all the time, I'd get a job. But I left that world behind for a reason. Goodbye.
Why are you so unfriendly?
Because I'm not interested in friends.
Everyone needs a friend.
No, they don't. Because they'll always betray you in the end.
How you feeling?
Better, thanks. Now that you're going to talk to the police.
Actually, I went out and spoke to Kyle.
You talked to that psycho?
Yeah. He said he was just trying to make sure Lana was okay.
Do you believe him?
Yeah, I think I do.
If I were there, I would have done something.
Do you remember anything?
Not really.
I gotta get home. I'm glad you're okay.
That looked uncomfortable. Listen, has Bob Rickman been by the farm?
Why would he be interested in us?
He's interested in buying your land.
You haven't met my dad. Why are you even worried?
I've seen Rickman talk people out of house and home. He's a locust, Clark. He tears through a community and betrays anyone who trusts him. Tell your dad to be careful.
Okay.
Hello, Kyle. Wondering when you'd stop by.
We had an agreement. You do whatever you want with the rest of the world, but when it comes to this town, you leave it alone.
We made those rules a long time ago. World's changed, Kyle.
Maybe it's time the public knew the whole truth about Bob Rickman.
Public believes whatever I tell them. I spent the last 9 years honing my skill while you just hid in the woods because you were afraid.
Take my hand. See how afraid I am. You've been warned.
Kyle, what are you doing here?
I just registered a complaint.
What do you have against Rickman?
There used to be a time when people just minded their own business.
Hey, tip it!
And what's your problem?
You are. Touch Lana Ling again, and I'll take care of you myself.
Whitney, back off.
I've got my eye on you.
That's why I don't come into town.
You want to ride home?
Why are you being so nice to me?
I figure you're not a bad guy. You're just not a people person.
What gave that away?
You want to ride or not?
Yeah, I gotta stop and get groceries.
No problem.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. Are you having a problem with Kyle Tippett?
Yeah, he attacked my girlfriend.
Bob Rickman.
Maybe I can help.
Thanks for the ride. I really appreciate it.
Next time, don't talk my ear off. Hey, why are you at Rickman's?
Why were you at Rickman's?
I heard a rumor he's trying to buy our farm.
Stay away from him.
Do you miss it? Regular life, I mean?
Some people weren't meant to have a regular life, Clark. Thanks. Bye.
booking Kyle for assault. All right, what happened, guys?
I saw Kyle in town. It blew me off, so I came out here to talk.
So you drove all the way out here in the middle of the night?
Yeah. I had a feeling he was going to attack Lana again. Next thing I know, he attacked me with a bat.
Is that what happened?
I did see Kyle swing at Whitney, but
But what?
Kyle says Whitney swung at him first.
It's crazy. Why would I do that?
I don't know. None of this makes any sense.
Yes, it does. First he attacks Lana, then he comes after me. The guy's dangerous and needs to be locked up.
Whitney, we've all had a rough night. Why don't you just calm down, all right?
You saw it with your own eyes. That freak tried to kill me. Now you're saying it's my fault?
Tippett hasn't broken hermit status in years, and all of a sudden he's one of Smallville's most wanted.
Something must have made him snap.
I think it's Bob Rickman.
Oh, yeah, but what does our rural Rodan have against Rickman, other than the obvious poisoning the environment angle?
I don't know. Could you do some digging, find a connection?
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like an interesting story. Tree-hugging hermit versus pesticide tycoon.
What do you think they have in common?
Definitely not their personal grooming habits.
Lana. Hey, what's wrong?
Can you give us a minute?
Yeah.
Whitney said you accused him of attacking Kyle.
I didn't accuse him. I just have some questions.
Like what?
Like, why was he there?
He was just trying to talk to him. We both know that Whitney can be a little overzealous, but his heart's in the right place.
I just don't think Kyle would do something like that. He doesn't seem like a violent person.
And you can tell that from knowing him for 2 days? He's lived in the woods alone for 10 years.
But that makes him odd, not dangerous.
Whitney wouldn't attack anybody.
He strung me up in the field.
So that's what this is about? You haven't forgiven him.
Lana, I just think there's something else going on here.
Yeah, there is. You're looking for an excuse to knock Whitney. You know what he's going through right now with his dad. If you don't like him, just say it. Don't pretend to be his friend.
You know, a barn's no place for shoes like that.
Didn't like him that much anyway.
Bob Rickman, Rickman Industries.
I know who you are.
Well, you probably know why I'm here.
Yeah, I hear that you're interested in this farm, and you have a reputation as being a very persuasive fella. But I gotta tell you, there's not a snowball's chance in hell I consider selling. Especially not to Rickman Industries.
You got a problem with progress, Mr. Kent?
No, I'm just skeptical about anybody who thinks they can solve my problems with money.
Why is that?
Well, because if I was interested in money, I wouldn't be a farmer, would I? If you'll excuse me, I got some real work to do. What happened? You all right?
Oh, I think I twisted my ankle.
I guess you were right about these shoes. Could you give me a hand? Now, are you sure I can't convince you to change your mind?
How could you do this without telling me? What happened to this land is our legacy.
What's going on, guys?
Your father sold the farm to Bob Rickman.
What? How?
I don't know. One minute I'm telling him he doesn't stand a chance, the next thing I know, I got a signed contract in my hand.
I called our lawyer. He said he can't do anything until he sees the contract, but the devil made me do it argument wouldn't hold up in court.
I just can't believe I did this.
What did Rickman do?
Nothing. He made his case, he shook my hand, that was it.
It can't be that easy.
Well, then how else do you explain my signature on this contract?
I think I know someone who can help.
No, I will not owe Lex Luthor anything, thank you.
Right now, you don't have anything to owe.
So tell me you were against it?
Ouch. What's that all about?
I just won't cave on my opinion of Kyle Tippett. Just put me on the outs with Lana.
So you're Atticus. Atticus Finch to Kill a Mockingbird?
Never read it.
You should. You two have a lot in common. Small town heroes, believe in the truth, not willing to back down.
How's it end?
It's not about the ending, it's about the journey.
What kills me is that I know that I'm right. I just wish I could get them to see it.
That, my friend, is the key to leadership. Not only knowing you're right, but convincing everyone else. You can do that. World's your oyster.
Right now, I'd settle for getting our farm back.
Good news is the deal is 3 times market value. Bad news is it's ironclad, meaning you'll take a dozen extra lawyers. Fortunately, I got an army of them.
For once, I think my parents will be glad for your help.
I'd love to know what Rickman said to convince your father. I know the farm's in debt, but he's going to pave it over and turn it into a wasteland. Hardly better than the offers I've made.
I just know my father would never sell the farm.
Except that he did. Rickman's known for getting past people's defenses, but that's just good business. Unless you think there's more to it than that. Where are you going?
Jail.
Got a call you had a problem, Mr. Rickman.
Yes, thank you for coming by, Deputy.
No problem?
I need you to take care of an old friend.
Let's go, on your feet. Got a visitor here.
Kyle!
Not bad.
It's no worse than when Ozzy snorted that row of fire ants down in Queensland.
This guy really a doctor?
He was. Now he's more of an on-call specialist. You know, actors, rock stars, billionaire sons.
How do you know him?
Long story.
What's a guy gotta do to get a drink around here?
Finish sewing. Don't worry, Toby appreciates discretion. Nobody will ever know Kyle was here.
Thanks.
I'm curious, why did you think I'd be willing to harbor a fugitive?
I figured my parents would freak, and if I took him to a hospital, they'd put him back in jail. You're the only one I could trust.
All in all, it's easier than that knife wound of yours. Club Zero, remember that? Bled all over my Mustang.
Can we talk to him now?
I gave him something for the pain. It's lights out till the morning.
My usual payment. Brown bag on my desk. See you, Toby. Thanks. Better get home, it's late. Hey, Atticus. You may want to change your shirt.
Hi, Clark.
You're the last person I expected to find here.
I heard Kyle Tippett escaped. I was a little freaked out.
Don't worry, he's not coming after anybody.
How do you know?
I just do.
Sorry I bothered you.
If you were worried, why'd you walk all the way over here instead of calling?
I don't know. I thought you might have changed your opinion.
Well, if you came over for an apology, you're out of luck.
Clark, he escaped from jail. You have to admit, it looks pretty bad.
You don't know the whole story.
Then tell me, what is it?
I don't know it yet. You've already made up your mind about the guy, so what do you care?
I wanted to clear the air and preserve our friendship. But now I don't even know why I bothered.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Hello, Lex. Oh, come on, Lex. This Art of War stuff is for amateurs.
It's not that. I just don't like you.
So my attorney tells me that my purchase of the Kent farm is being challenged.
I warned you the Kents were a tough nut to crack.
I recognize Luther Corp lawyers when I see them. Why are you involved?
Smallville's my home and the Kents are my friends.
Well, with friends like you, Lex.
Don't touch me. Speaking of old friends, I heard Kyle Tippett escaped from jail.
Now, why do you assume we're old friends?
Just a rumor?
You seen him?
I never met the man, but I'll be sure to pass on your regards when I do.
How'd you get my dad to sign that contract?
Oh, you must be the Kent boy. I'm a good businessman. No hard feelings, huh?
So, I spent the morning delving into the exotic world of agriculture equipment, and it seems that Kyle and Rickman were partners in the mid-'80s.
They sell farm equipment?
Yeah, they were salesmen of the year 3 years running. 89, 90, 91. Then a year after that, Rickman started his own company and Kyle went Walden.
Wonder what happened.
I don't know, but I found this story in the Smallville Ledger.
Salesman trapped in car after meteor shower.
I'm guessing whatever's going on started that sunny October day 12 years ago.
Let's go ask him.
Wait, you know where he is?
Where's Kyle?
Who?
I think I know where he went.
I appreciate the help, Clark, but I'm done here.
We know that Rickman used to be your partner.
That was a million years ago.
What happened to you guys in that meteor shower? Trust me, you're not the only ones that were affected by it.
What's going on with you and Rickman? How did he get my dad to sell our farm?
You know, until that day, we were the worst salesmen to ever carry a catalog. And all that changed after they pulled us out of that car. With a single handshake, we could get people to do whatever we wanted them to do. Buy a tractor, stand on one leg.
You're saying you had the power of persuasion?
How long does it last?
Till the person does what I tell them to do. Could be 2 minutes, 2 hours. And then they come out of it without a memory.
What happens if they can't do what you want?
They keep trying, unless they're forcibly snapped out of it like your friend Whitney.
Well, it sounds good in theory, but how about you prove it?
Chloe.
What? The guy lives in a crappy trailer out in the woods. You think if he has this power, he'd use it to sell some of these sculptures?
It's dangerous.
I'm used to living on the edge.
You have feelings for Clark, don't you, Chloe? You see him and you want him. All this time, you've been hiding it. Now you can show him.
Okay, come on. I'm ready. What? Why are you looking at me like that? And why is my mouth minty?
Let's just say he proved his point.
Oh, God, did I just...
Don't worry, it was... fine.
Well, now that the party trick's over, I gotta hit the road.
Wait, you have these gifts, but you hid in the woods. Why?
Because I was scared that I wouldn't be able to control it, and that I would wind up like Bob.
What happened between you and Rickman? Why does he want to kill you?
He knows that I know his secret, and I threatened to expose him if he ever built a plant here.
Yeah, but he's been destroying communities like this for years. How come you let him get away with it for so long?
Because I wanted to be left alone. As long as he wasn't here, it wasn't my problem.
My dad lost our farm because you didn't tell anyone.
Do you know what it's like to have to hide because of who you are?
Yes, I do. But when you have a gift, you can't just hide in a hole and hope it goes away.
How did you get in here? Oh, your guard at the front gate let me through. He's a great guy.
I didn't realize we had a meeting on the books.
We don't. I come with an olive branch. I just want to let you know you can call off your lawyers. I am dropping the Kent farm as a proposed site.
What's the matter? Losing your touch?
No, I've just decided Smallville really isn't worth the hassle. At least I know where I'm not wanted.
Okay, then. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, since you won, how about it? Truce?
Hello?
Lex, it's me.
What's going on?
I'm with Kyle. He wants to go public about Rickman.
No kidding. What does he know?
Enough to bring him down.
All right, I'm coming to pick you up. Where are you?
I called some friends with the plan on the Inquisitor. Would you be willing to talk to them?
I'll do what I have to stop him.
Get in. Have to fill up if we're going to Metropolis.
Thanks, Lex. Lex? What's going on?
Rickman's got to him.
Clark, you have some explaining to do.
What just happened?
I have my suspicions.
Well, I hate to think that you failed to get the job done.
Relax. Failing isn't something I do.
Just in case.
I always knew you were keeping secrets from me, Clark. But I never thought they were this good. Clark? You know that guy you're trying to protect? I'm gonna shoot him now.
Lex!
There you are.
Don't do this. I'm your friend.
Oh, please. You think I don't see the way your parents look at me? The way half the town looks at me? You're no different. Friendship's a fairy tale, Clark. Respect and fear are the best you can hope for.
Rickman's doing this to you.
What if he did?
You hate Rickman.
You could learn a lot from someone you hate.
Hello, Bob.
Lex!
I always was the better salesman.
Are you okay?
I saw you get shot, Clark. Don't worry. Just don't hide in the woods like I did. You got a gift. Use it to do great things. I think I'll do the same with mine.
I can't believe each one of these bruises was a bullet. Sorry.
Guess that answers that question.
It's weird. I get shot at and the bullets are fired by my best friend.
What do you think happened to Kyle?
I don't know. But I think he's out in the world trying to make a difference now.
Hi, I hope I'm not interrupting.
No. Come on in.
We'll be outside.
I didn't know if we were still talking.
I'm not sure what happened with Kyle, and it's really not important because I think our friendship's worth more than one argument.
Yeah, me too. You know, I thought we were done there for a while.
You and me are gonna be friends for a very long time. We may have our ups and downs, but that's just the way it works. Did Chloe really kiss you?
Clark. Hey. Tell your dad I spoke to my lawyers. Because of Rickman's untimely demise, they're not expanding. They ripped up the contract.
Thanks.
Hey, what are friends for?
How you feeling?
I still don't remember what happened. Are you sure I didn't hurt you? I wonder where Kyle is now.
I don't know. It's still strange to think he and Rickman were once best friends. Think we'll ever end up like that?
Trust me, Clark. Our friendship is gonna be the stuff of legend.